Well fellas, we're out here with the Solstice. Let's take a look. Notice something missing? That means it's time to go in and find out what happened to the Solstice's engine. There she is, fellas, the 2.0 L&F Ecotech from the Solstice. All out. She failed. Y'all see in the last video, this piston don't work no more. We're gonna be recruiting Megan here, the owner of the car, my girlfriend, to take her own engine apart. And this is gonna be real fun. The second this turns over, it could shoot on the floor.
Should we put something under? Yep.
That's what I figured. So the oil filter housing is probably full of oil.
Oh my god! Tipped it over. Instant piece of metal fell out.
Yeah, metal falling on the floor as we turn the engine over. So we got Megan here taking the pan bolts off. Turning this engine over, you can hear it sounded like bolts and nuts everywhere. There's something horrible under this pan, and we're about to find it. Moment of truth. You ready?
Ready?
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Truth. Okay.
Oh
my
god! Lord.
See, I wasn't being dramatic.
Oh
when I heard
my
clank, clank, clank.
god! Ow!
There is so many pieces underneath that.
Fellers, let's put this on screen. That is a rod cap. Look at how bent that is.
See it.
Okay, let's turn this real quick. I can't remember what size. So we're gonna rotate this and we're gonna try to get that rod out. Since it is no longer connected to anything. Oh, is she still turn worthy? Yeah.
But there's
something.
blocked.
Something's in there now.
This whole piece right there is.
Look at this whole windage tray shattered. Okay.
Look at that.
So we'll need something to reach down there and knock that rod out. You ready?
Yeah. Oh my god. That's demolished.
Current damage on the rod. How is it that mound up? That's insane. That looks so tore up, like it just hit a bunch of stuff.
Weird, everything falling off.
Was about to reach in here and start taking the rod caps off. Notice a little bit of light
in here.
Little breezeway in the block right here. Well, that's a window. I don't know how we never, well, it is under the motor mount, so we never would have saw it when we pulled it. Crazy that Luke came over and put it on the stand by himself and never seen it either. I also can't turn the crank all of a sudden, so something's wedged in here, and I'm gonna have to get in here and try to turn this. There you go. The top of the bottom of the engine. Go ahead and get these rods out. Oh. A lot easier when the whole big main cap's off. Here's another view of the window. That's crazy. Like this entire area is gone where it would have sealed.
Okay.
There it is.
It's heavy.
Here we are. That's horrible. Now if we take a gander right here, fellas. Right here, this is the piston oil squirter. Gone. Destroyed. Got some beating around. Sleeve for the piston. Gone. Destroyed. Well, the sleeve's there, but the whole bottom's destroyed. Tell them by all these other areas, we have some little extra beating up going on right here. That's supposed to be open, but it ain't supposed to be open that much, so that's tore up. Main bearings look fine. Rod bearings, I'm getting some trash. I can feel a little bit of scratching. That one's gone, and that one's gone. So they must have stayed on the crank. All the rods are out. On these last ones, really nothing bad. I mean, they're gritty, but all of them seem to be functioning all right. It's got some dark oil, some weird colored oil around them, but I'm not seeing anything too horrible. I do want to see inside this oil pickup tube because it's built into the pan. We got to take that off and then look in it, see if that pickup's blocked up. All right, oil pan cover is taken off. Let's take a look. Looking clean. I think that pickup tube's a 10 mil as well. Pop pop that off real quick. There's a bearing. That's a rod bearing. Looking clean.
There's the part of the.
So, yep, there's another piece of the rod. This car did have some timing chain failure, but not too far after.
Look at that one.
Oh my god. This car did have some timing chain guide failure after we had got it. It doesn't look like someone had serviced the chain and the timing components plus the water pump, which you're supposed to do on these cars pretty early on in its life. So that's a lot of stuff left over from that because we never dropped the pan. But all this metal, this is new. And you know, this little guy sitting down there probably wasn't hurting anything, but. All right, pickup's off. That fell out of the pickup hole. Here's the pickup.
Lovely.
Blocked by some pieces of chain guide. Now it's not completely blocked, like those aren't big enough to block the entire mesh in there, but it was definitely restricting some oil flow. And I don't know how, oh, there's some stuff falling out. I don't know how sensitive these guys are to oil pressure, but I'd say it was losing some oil pressure. Granted, we couldn't have got all this off unless we would have took the engine out of the car to begin with. We just went ahead and serviced the timing stuff and put it back together, and it did run for a while. I wouldn't think that blocking would be enough to kill it, but you know how it goes. So now that we've found all of that, you know, now the question is, do we source another Ecotech or do we put an LS in the Solstice?
I'm thinking LS swap.
Cause this is up to her. This is her car, all right? We might video with it, but this ain't my car. Now, if you look in the floor right here, spare 5.3 just laying in the floor. Just looking at us, wanting to be putting something. Got this for a sweet deal, just randomly found it. A little Gen 3 action. Looks clean from what I went over. I think she's a good core. You know, we could probably put some Gen 4 rods and pistons in it, be ready to go. I don't know, it's an iron block, so I don't know if we're gonna, if we want to do that. Iron block's a little bit heavier than Ecotech, but if I find you an aluminum one, and I can sell this one, then we'll put the aluminum one there. If we are deciding to do the LS swap, anybody wants a stage 2 cams and ported head for an Ecotech, y'all let us know. We got a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, that thing's not even been used. Might turn this into a coffee table or something. Turn that into a lamp. That's a update on the Solstice there. Of course, make sure you subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.